Hello again, good morning. So here I am again. My name is Lionel and welcome to my channel. And for today's video, I will be sharing you the banks. What are the best banks for a part-time student like me? Since I am still a college student and I am working as an ESL part-timer, so I guess I have the experience to share what are the best banks that I have. Okay, so far I actually have 5 bank accounts from different banks, and all of it I will share to you which are the best for a student like me. Okay, so first of all, I want to say I'm sorry because my voice is not very healthy. I'm a little sick right now. I have a cold. My voice is a little hoarse, so forgive me on that. All right, so now, before we go into this video, I would like to have a disclaimer that everything that I will say here, it's not sponsored. I'm not paid to say anything in this video. I am only telling you this out of experience and opinion. Okay, so when I started in the ESL journey, when I was working in Weblio. I was working in Weblio first. So working part-time in Weblio, I did not have any experience when it comes to banks. Wala akong experience when it comes to yung mga banko, yung mga ganon-ganon. I really don't have any knowledge when it comes to those things, especially when we're talking about accounts, deposit accounts, yung ganon-ganon, yung mga passbook ganon. When I was still starting. Okay, so when I was working in Weblio, I thought I will be only getting it through Cebuana or Palawan, like those, because of those over-the-counter processes, yung parang ganon-ganon lang, pero it was not always the case. For me, kasi when I started to work in B2, uh, and their payment method was PayPal, and I have to use a pay no no use I need to use either a debit card or credit card or a bank account to connect from my PayPal and then to my bank account so I can transfer my money. So it's like that. So when I worked in B2, I really have to be able to have the payment method that is suited for me. And as a part-time student, wala akong alam doon. Okay, kasi no, because when I was because when I was in Weblio, Cebuana lang, wala talaga akong mga bangko na inopen. I was only using the payment method of Cebuana, and that's it. Wala akong alam sa bangko. Pero when I started working in B2, I have to get a bank account or open a bank account or get a credit card, or else I won't be able to cash out my money. So yon. But actually, when I was working in Weblio, I was trying to open a bank account in BDO. Yun nga, sinabi ko na to, yung BDO Network Bank yung na-open ko, which is not good. But I'll explain it to you. I'll just tell you a little bit experience of BDO Network Bank. But for now, let me now give you my 5 bank accounts, and I will tell you what is the best bank account for a part-time student like me. So, like I said, I am working as an ESL tutor in B2 and Weblio, and having a bank account would secure your needs in processing all the money when it comes to cash out or payment in online, so many things like that. So a bank account is also important. So maybe you're not knowledgeable when it comes to bank accounts. I will help you in this video. So first, let's go to the digital banks. So actually, there are a lot of digital banks in the Philippines: GCash, Paymaya, Tonic, Union Bank, ano pa, Kumu. There are a lot of banks, but the problem with other banks is that they are hard to verify. Okay, since student pa man tayo, wala pa man tayong mga valid IDs like PRC. The only valid ID that we can use is the national ID. Tapos sana yung national ID, ninangaw na yung national ID. Anyway, so it's hard to verify bank accounts using digital banks. It's hard to verify because we don't have valid IDs. Okay, so the only bank account, oh, not the only two bank accounts that you can open, that you can use, are GCash and Paymaya. So these are the only banks that a student is most preferably easy to verify as a student. So actually, let me share you. Here is my Paymaya card. So my Paymaya card, I I was using this first when when I received my first and second salary in B2. I used this. I used Paymaya card because Paymaya has better transaction than GCash. I actually have GCash, but I did not order a bank account. I did not order a card for GCash. I only ordered for Paymaya. But I'm ordering in GCash now so I can use it as a MasterCard. Since I have Visa, Paymaya's Visa, I would love to have a MasterCard as well in GCash. So nag-order na ako. Hopefully, arrive na to this week. So let me share to you first Paymaya. Okay, so Paymaya is actually a good digital bank because they are really good when it comes to customer support. Ang ganda, ang galing ng customer support nila. Tapos they are very responsive. Tapos madali lang sila mag-verify. Around like 24 hours less if may valid ID ka. Ang valid ID na ginamit ko is only PhilHealth ID and Teen ID. So you can use that. Make sure that it's laminated, and then around like 4 hours, I think, na-verify na ako. Diba? Galing. Ang ganda ng Paymaya. Unlike GCash, you can use PhilHealth in GCash, pero tinagalan ako ng GCash. Hindi ko alam. I think I tried around like 3 times bago pa nila ako verify yung account. But anyway, I prefer Maya because parang mas maganda yung Visa for me when it comes to transactions sa pera. Hindi ako so sure, pero yun yung sinabi ng kuya ko. You can transfer money directly through Visa, kaya Paymaya card ang ginamit ko. But I use GCash for payment, like mga online payment, mga ganon, internet, load, mga ganon. So I use GCash. So, for my verdict when it comes to digital banking, it's good. It is a good way to open digital banks because makukuha mo yung pera, sure. Pero ang problema ng digital banks is that it's very costly. Kumbaga, maraming mga yung mga expenses na babayaran mo. There are a lot of extra costs if you transfer money to money like that, and then you transfer from PayPal to Paymaya. It it can how to say it, they are taking back like around like 10%, no, not 10%, maybe around like 0.50, 0.25, excuse me, 0.25%, yung mga ganun. So they decrease, no, they will take a little bit amount of money from your account as a part of a payment for transferring. So that's the problem for me in bank accounts kasi minsan yung kinukuha nila is around mga 200, 100, yung mga ganun. So para sa akin malaki na kasi yung 200. So instead of using digital banks like this that would take back money around like 20 to 100 pesos, I would rather use another account to avoid those circumstances because 200 pesos, my gosh, ang laki na niyan. I can buy food from that amount of money. So when I only used Paymaya card in my first salary and second salary in B2 because I still don't have choice. Okay, for now, now after I was using my Paymaya card, I decided to open a real bank account from local banks. So my next bank that I opened was from Land Bank. Yun. So from Land Bank, so Land Bank is yung pinakamalapit na banko sa amin. It's very near. All you have to do is just walk. It's very near. I love Land Bank. They have a lot of branches and It's nice because I can cash out my money anytime. That's great. So land bank. So I opened a land bank account because it's near and it's convenient for me. We have an ATM card there, so that means they will not reduce. No. They will not take 16 pesos for every transaction of withdrawal. They won't do that anymore because it's from land bank itself. So unlike PayMayo, well, I have to like pay 16 pesos for withdrawal cash fee, but for now, since I'm using land bank with the same ATM in land bank branch, I don't have to pay for that. So that was very convenient. So I opened land bank account, and then I have it. I have the land bank account. It's here. So the problem for land bank account for me was they are very strict when it comes to students. Hindi sila nagpapa-open ng regular savings account for students. Hindi ako sure. I'm not sure for that. They were very strict on me. Hindi ko alam kung bakit sila nag-inistrikta sa akin. May trabaho naman ako. I can sustain myself. But they did not allow me to open a regular savings account. Instead, they told me to open a piso account. So I was a little bit disappointed. But I was like, sure, fine, piso account. It's okay. It's okay. At least I have a bank account. So now that I opened a bank account, I can now transfer my money from PayPal to Land Bank. Okay. And that was great because in Land Bank, from PayPal to Land Bank, it doesn't have any cost. Wala siyang mga kickback, kung ganun pa na term. Hindi sila nagki-kickback ang Land Bank sa pagtatransact ng pera from transferring from my money to from PayPal to Land Bank. Hindi sila. For example, if my salary this month is 10,000, so 10,000 lang din flat. As long as 7,000 above on transaction, they will not reduce or they will not cost 50 pesos in transacting in your transaction when it comes to transferring your money from PayPal to Land Bank or any other bank accounts. So that was great. That was nice because I can finally get my money clean without any some form of kickbacks or any sort of tax like ganon, or payment fees. So I was happy that I had Land Bank. I actually only used Land Bank once in my payment because I was not able to use this a lot. Kasi yung problema nito, because it's only an ATM card, it's not a debit card. It's only an ATM card because it's a piso account. And since this is only an ATM card, I cannot process through debit. So I have to process through bank, like I said. As long as it's 50 pesos above, 7,000 pesos above, you do not need to pay 50 pesos for the transaction fee. But the problem is I have to wait for 2 days. For example, if my salary from B2 is on September 5, so I have to wait on September 7 to receive my money. So I have to suffer for 2 days overthinking, and it's okay. It's worth the wait as long as there are no kickbacks. That was great. So as long as there are no kickbacks, that's fine. It's all good. Okay. So now, that was it. That was my Land Bank account. And it was okay. I was still thankful for Land Bank for I was still able to use it once. Yes, because my salary was around like 16,000. So using a Land Bank account, it was 16,000 clean, so no transaction fee, nothing. So it was just clean 16,000. So maganda yun. So I was very happy on that part. Okay, so now, my fourth bank account here, I actually opened a Cebuana micro savings account from Cebuana Lulier. Okay, so you might actually not be very familiar with this, but I tell you guys, this 24K card of Cebuana is amazing. It's very amazing. You know what? First, let me go back to Land Bank. In Land Bank, it's great. It's great that they have a branch here near in our place, so I can, like, for example, if I have to inquire, or I have to check my balance, if I have to withdraw my money, so that I won't have any transaction fees. That's great, but the problem is I'm still a college student and I have to go to the Davao City. I have to go to Davao City to go to school. Soon we will be having our F2F. So the problem is I'm scared if I still be able to use my land bank, because what if I will be living in a place where there's no land bank near me? What if the land bank near me is BDO or BPI or PNB or DBP or other banks from RCBC or Metro Bank? There are a lot of banks. What if there are no near land bank branches? So I have to suffer for 16 pesos again. Kahit 16 yan, be, hindi ko talaga yan papakawalan. 16 pesos is still big for me. Pamasahe ko na yan. I'm very cheap. But anyway, so here comes the Cebuana Micro Savings Account. Ito yung pinaka super convenient, because the good thing about Cebuana is marami silang branch. Marami silang branches. Cebuana has a lot of branches in the Philippines. More branches than Land Bank, more branches than any local banks that we can see. Just like Palawan. Hopefully yung Palawan may bank na din, kaya para doon na ako mag-open. Kasi maraming branches yung Cebuana. And that's the good thing. Because if you have a lot of branches, a lot of your account holders will just go there, inquire there, and withdraw without really, or without necessarily costing so many transaction fees for their account. Kaya now I am using actually the 24K debit card in Cebuana because it's very convenient. They have a lot of branches and I can just go there to withdraw my cash without any some sort of kickbacks. And the good thing about this card, it's Union Pay. Okay ba? Di natin ipakita yung baka ma-hack yung account ko. Ay naku, pobre pa gani, ma-hack pa jud. Anyway, so it's Union Pay. It's Union Pay. And that's great because PayPal is now accepting transactions using Union Pay debit card. And that was nice. I was very happy because finally I can use a debit card. I don't have to wait for 2 days. I only need to pay 0.25% of, I know, $0.25 for transaction fee. That's not bad. Okay na yan. I can let that go, sure. And all I have to do is to transfer through my PayPal in PayPal through Union Pay, and then to my what this 24K debit card from Cebuana. Then all I have to do is to go to the Cebuana branch and then cash out my money without any payment. You can also use this through BankNet accounts, BankNet ATMs near you. But the problem is it will it has 16 pesos withdrawal fee, so yeah, I don't like that. Okay, and then that's it, and those are for my bank accounts. Oh yeah, I forgot. And one last bank account I have is the BDO Network Bank na hindi ko nagamit. As in, hindi ko to nagamit. Alam mo, let me just share you this, okay? I'm just sharing this out of experience. Yung BDO Network Bank, ang bagal ang kanilang customer service. Ang bagal. Tapos, when I was verifying this account, I was confirming this debit card from PayPal, it took me around like a week to wait, and I still did not receive my confirmation code. Kaya, you know what? Wag na lang. So, hindi ko to nagamit ang BDO Network Bank. Pero gagamitin ko pa rin ito kasi Mastercard ito eh. Mas malaki yung chance na may cashback sa Mastercards. But mahirap kasi hindi marami ang branches ng Network Bank. I have to carefully look for a BDO Network Bank branch. I'm not sure if it also works in BDO. But anyway, if you're planning to open a BDO Network Bank, since it only has like 100 pesos maintaining balance, go for it. But you will really have to suffer the very slow response of their customer service. You have to go to their branch to inquire and still won't get any feedback from online transaction. It's kind of slow. So I'm a very tedious person. Sometimes my patience is not long, and sometimes it could be very short and thin. So I'd rather not wait for a long time just to cost a lot of things cost a lot of money just for that. All right, so now for my final verdict, what is the best bank account for a student like me? Okay, so if you are processing through online lang talaga, like you have online jobs, you have online yung mga gigs like that, try using Paymaya and Gcash. So I don't have a Gcash account like I told you. Use Paymaya and Gcash. It's so nice. It's very nice. You can use that, but the problem is that you will have to face certain uh, withdrawal fees, cash fees, like those. I think so. I think so. But it's okay as long as you can still get your money. But for me, it's not okay. 50 pesos, 200 pesos, 16 pesos. No way, I'm not letting that go. I need that money. And probably if you want to have a solid card, a bank account that you want to use as a student, since hindi pa man kalakihan yung sweldo mo, yung mga ganun, you can use the 24K card. Very nice. Very nice. Very convenient if you can, if you're using PayPal. Okay, if you're using PayPal, this is very convenient for students. But if you're not using PayPal and you're only going through like online transactions, then use Paymaya and Gcash. Use that. Okay, because the problem with Union Pay is that Union Pay doesn't have Union Pay is not compatible to all market and stores, so it's not good. Visa and Mastercard are more compatible than Union Pay, but still you can use Union Pay through PayPal, and that's really nice. And the good thing is Cebuana has a lot of branches, so I don't have to worry when it comes to withdrawing my account, withdrawing my money from my account. Okay, and that's it. So as a part-time student, it just depends, it just depends from your place, your preference, and your allowance. So not allowance, your salary, allowance, or money. Okay, so if you have near banks from you, try to open PNB. I think PNB is also a good bank. I will try to open a Mastercard from PNB, hopefully. But the problem is it's far. PNB is far from our PNB is far from our place, so it's not an option for me. So yeah, ganon. All right. So now let me share you my salary in Weblio. So ganon. So maraming nag-request what is my salary in Weblio. My salary in Weblio is incomparable when it comes to B2. B2, my lowest salary was $30 kasi 1 week lang yung tinrabaho ko doon. Pero actually yung full month, my lowest salary was only 6,000. 6,000 B2. My lowest salary in Weblio was 1,500 kasi busy na ako noon, wala na akong masyadong classes kasi I was also taking my university classes, of course. I am still a college student. So ganon. So now let me share you my salary in Weblio. For the first month, I had 6,000 pesos. No tax, minus tax pa yan, 6,000 pesos. I think around 6,030 yung first salary ko. I was only using Cebuana at that time. And then yun 6,000 pesos minus 10% tax. Nag-calculate pa ako, Diyos ko. 654, so 5,400 yung salary ko sa first month ko ng Weblio. And then second month, I think 5,400. I know 5,700. 5,700. With tax na yun, with tax na. And then third month, I think 5,900. Wala pa yung tax. And then fourth month, ilan yung fourth month ko? Nakalimut ako. 4,000 lang yung fourth month ko. 4,300 something, ganon. And then fifth month, I think 1,500. Yun, 1,500 lang. Kasi busy na ako sa school. And then, my 6th month was 5,000. Bumalik ako sa sixth month ko. And then, wala na, hindi, nag-leave ako. Nag-leave muna ako sa Weblio kasi I don't have time. I don't have time. It conflicts my schedule. I'm a very busy third year college student. So yeah. So I have to take a leave. So ganon. That was my salary in Weblio. Diba? Ang liit. Ang liit. Pero okay na yon kasi I really don't have experience, and who am I to demand such a high salary when I am very inexperienced to the ESL world. But now, since I have garnered enough salary to say that I am capable in handling classes and students, so why not? I try to level up, and I did. I leveled up in B2, and I got really good salary in B2, to be honest. Every month I get 10,000. To be honest, yes, 10,000. Kasi mataas rin ang exchange rate ngayon ng dollar kasi lang siguro. Pero if the exchange rate drops, maybe my salary would go down to 8,000. Pero malaki na rin yun. 8,000, 10,000, it's all good. As a part-time student, it's very important for me. I'm earning my own money, I'm saving my own money, and then I am opening my own bank accounts. Diba? Diba? So ito lahat, my 5 bank accounts are all the fruit of my hard work in my ESL journey. And I'm very happy. I'm actually very happy. I'm super proud. And banks are also a very good investment. So why not? Anyways, thank you so much for taking the time to have have the patience to watch this video. I'm just sharing you my bank accounts. What I'm sharing you, what are the best bank accounts or the bank accounts that I have, and I think that you can relate to me because I am also not very knowledgeable when it comes to banks, and I'm only sharing what I know now from the journey that I had when it comes to these experiences in banking. So, ganon. So, right. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope this video helped for future part-time students like me who have no ideas when it comes to what bank to choose. So, choose a bank because it's a good investment. As a part-time student, it's a very good investment. There, maybe not through their interest rates. Siguro hindi pa ngayon kasi hindi naman kalakihan yung sweldo natin. But in a way that we know how we handle our money through online banking or online banks or local banks like that, I think that is still a good investment, aside from the interest rate. So that's it. Again, thank you all so much for watching this video, and thank you for staying and watching. Again, goodbye. I hope you learned something, to be honest. Goodbye. Thank you.